Hi guys, TazerHere. Welcome to my guest episode of New Windsor. So this is a city based in New England by Press, and yeah, it's all set in fall, so there's like a lot of fallen leaves and bare trees and stuff. But yeah, so today I'll be doing a guest episode and we'll be doing a harbor. So whilst Press was making his guest episode of New Toulouse, in case you haven't seen it, link in the description. But while he was doing that, he asked me if I wanted to make a guest episode on his series, because he was going to be out of town for a few weeks, and yeah, so I was keen to do it, and I started to look around on Google Maps a little bit, especially around Providence, because I think that is his main area of inspiration, I guess. So I looked around the Bergs Cove area, which is in the port of Providence. I think it's the older part of the port there. I'm not sure, but it's just what it looks like. So yeah, I've actually taken a lot of inspiration. I'll put up some screenshots on screen right now of that area. So I tried to make this area look a little bit run down and a little bit older, because I would assume this is, or at least in real life, that is the older part of the port. But yeah, I'm not sure about this, so if you know more about this, make sure to like leave a comment or whatever. But yeah, so starting off by putting down these docks and a few like older brick buildings, which I think fit really well here. And yeah, just using a lot of these crates, just to get some more details, and I think those crates make a lot of sense here. I think the city just looks incredible with all of those yellow and red trees and all of the fallen leaves. It really gives a like really fall feeling for the whole city, and kind of reminds me of when I went to New York City like 2 years ago. Kind of got the same vibe from when I was there, because I visited during the fall. And yeah, it's just super cool project with all of these bare trees, which I'm currently putting down here. And it's definitely something refreshing from working on, for example, New Toulouse. Because I haven't used those bare trees and the fallen leaves and stuff, because it wouldn't really make sense, of course, to use it in my project. But it's been super cool to use it here. And so currently on screen I'm working on this little transition from the dock to the normal terrain, I guess, with all these rocks, putting down some like shrubs or whatever those things are there. And I think that kind of like that transition turned out kind of nice. And it looks pretty natural. I think it also looks pretty realistic to have those rocks there, because I couldn't really find any, like, I guess some like ramp asset that would go down to the sea. I don't know, I think this was the best solution to transform that into just normal terrain. But yeah, anyway, so putting down these broken fences over here, just to once again get the sort of vibe that this place is a little bit older. It's the older part of the harbor. And yeah, so I don't know if I'm going like too, or if I went too detailed with all of those decals on the ground. But yeah, as I said, I wanted to have it look really broken down. so I hope this time-lapse isn't too fast for you to look at, because I know Press usually makes his time-lapses a lot slower than mine, so I hope your eyes aren't hurting. But I just got a ton of footage for this episode, and I really didn't want the episode to turn out to be like 40 minutes long. I tried to keep them around like 20 minutes. So I had to do like quite a bit off camera as well, because I wanted to fill out pretty much this whole area around here. So make sure to stick around to the end until the cinematics, and you'll see like a lot of the progress I did off camera, and it turned out pretty nice, so make sure to stick around for that. But yeah, anyway, so I'm working on this little area over here, or this little lot, I guess. So I noticed around the Bergs Cove area that there were like a lot of like empty spots with just like weird piles just laying around. I don't know too much about this stuff, but they probably have some reason why they're there. But I wanted to just create something similar. I know one of these spots are like a recycling center, so I took some inspiration from that, and also some of the other lots there. So yeah, I just put this like abandoned pier over there, which is actually a vanilla asset. And then I decided to just put down all these piles over here, and yeah, I'm not sure what this like spot would actually be. Maybe they would like get rid of all this and turn it into some park in the future. I don't know. It could be all sort of stories with this little lot over here. But I think it turned out pretty cool, and I think it sort of makes sense to just like have some like sort of weird dump area like this, where they just put all sort of random stuff with piles, and yeah, so I'm pretty happy how this lot turned out, and let me know what you think about it, if it's realistic or not. I'm really interesting to hear that. So I'm just making the final touches of this like storage facility over here by putting down all these bare trees with a ton of fallen leaves under them, which once again I think just looks super cool with those bare trees. And it's just super easy to detail like small like weird pavement areas, which you usually wouldn't know what to put there. But here you can just put some like planters with trees and then just put leaves under them, and just looks really nice. So yeah, but I'm just putting down like all sorts of weird props around this storage facility. Not sure what they actually would store in here, maybe like personal service vehicles, or I don't know what they store here. Let me know if you know what they usually store in areas like this. But now I'm working on this little grocery store over here, and later on I will do a diner as well, because that is something I saw in the Providence Port area, which I'm taking inspiration from. There were like quite a few stores and like diners and some like restaurants and stuff, which was sort of interesting, because I don't really understand why you would have restaurants and stuff in like an industrial area right by the port with like recycling centers and stuff. It doesn't seem like the best spot for that, but hey, I wanted to put down some like grocery stores and diners and stuff, so you'll see the diner later on. So this episode is coming to an end. It's been a lot of fun working on this project, definitely something new and refreshing. And yeah, so thanks a lot to Press for letting me do a guest episode. It's been a lot of fun making this whole port area, and hope you guys enjoyed it. So yeah, in case you want to see more of New Windsor, make sure to go to Press channel and continue watching his series and all of his other videos in case you haven't seen those. And if you're interested to see more of what I'm doing, make sure to go over and subscribe to my channel, where I'm doing New Toulouse at the moment. And I think you'll enjoy that quite a bit. And yeah, so hope you enjoyed this episode. As I said, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and also follow me on Twitter, on Instagram. All that stuff is down in the description. So yeah, make sure to watch the cinematics to see what I did off camera, because you couldn't really fit it into this whole time lapse. But yeah, anyway, so that's gonna do it for me. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day, and bye bye.